welcome to ACE Online, and I'm back with a series of 1000+ questions based on quant and reasoning. So if you're preparing for any competitive exam where there is a section of these two subjects, then these sessions are very beneficial for you. And if you know someone who are preparing for such competitive exams like railway based competitive exams, SSC board based examinations, banking based examination, some central level, some state level based examination, or some technical based examination as well, where there is a section of these two subjects, then you can refer these kind of videos with them also, so that they can also join us and do practice with us. So don't forget to share the link of this particular series with your family members, with your friends, and with such known persons, so that they can also practice with us. So without wasting much more time, let's start our today's session and let's see what kind of questions we are having in today's session and how we are going to deal with them. So this one is a very first question, and the question is very simple. It is from the concept of boat and streams, and the question is saying that time taken by a boat to cover 324 km each in downstream and in upstream is 14 hours and 24 minutes. This is the total time period. If speed of stream is 12 km per hour, then find the time taken by boat to cover 480 km in upstream. It's a very simple question. All we need to do is, first we need to find out the speed of the boat. First, what we need to do? We just simply need to find out the speed of the boat. Once we will get this, we can easily able to find out the time period taken to cover 480 km in upstream. So what answer we people are getting? It's a very simple question, and we can easily able to solve this one. So any one of you, what answer we people are getting? Okay, let's start solving it. We know that here the units that we are going to use is the kilometers per hour, but the total time period which is given in the previous case is given in the hours and the minute section. So first what we will do, we just simply try to convert this 24 minutes into the hours. So here what we are having a total time period of 14 hours plus 24 minutes. If I want to convert this minutes into the hours, what I have to do? I have to divide it by 60, right? So that these minutes are also converted into hours now. These minutes are converted into the hours now. So can we able to eliminate this fraction? Yes, with the help of 6 we can able to eliminate it. Here we are getting 4, here we are getting 10, here we are getting 2, here we are getting 5. So the total time that this boat or this stream is taking in the downstream and the upstream is, the previous time that we are having is 14 hours plus 2 by 5. This is the total time taken, right? So what we will do, we just simply take 5 as a LCM, and here what we are getting? We are getting 70 plus 2 divided by 5, and the total time taken by this boat is 72 by 5 hours. 72 by 5 hours. This is the previous time taken, right? And this is nothing but this thing is equals to, because as the boat is covering 324 km in both the sides, that means time period is nothing but distance upon the speed. Speed is nothing but speed of the boat plus speed of the stream. This is nothing but this is the speed that we are having in the downstream plus 324 divided by speed of the boat minus speed of the stream. This is nothing but this is in the upstream, and the total time taken in such condition is nothing but equals to 72 by 5. This is what we are having. Now the question says that the value of SS, that means the speed of the stream, is given as 12 km per hour. So what we are going to do, we are just going to substitute it. But before that, we are taking 324 as a common. 324 as a common, And here if I'll take the LCM, so here what I am having, speed of the boat minus 12 plus speed of the boat plus 12, right? And here divided by speed of the boat square minus 144. How I am getting 144? Because I know that the square of 12 is nothing but 144, which is nothing but equals to 72 by 5, right? Now, are we able to eliminate any of the number that we are having? So, here if we will see, this 12 and this 12 is eliminated, right? Here what we got? We got 2 SB, right? Apart from that, can we eliminate anything? So, here if we will talk about these one, 72 and this 324, if we eliminate it, here what we are getting? We are getting 4.5, right? Okay, so if I am going to write the quadratic equation from here, I can write it as SB square minus 144 is nothing but equals to, here what we are getting? We are getting 4.5 divided by, wait, here we need to write this one as well now. So, here we are getting 2, which can be written as 9, right? Okay, 9 SB is nothing but equals to SB square minus 144. This is what we are getting, right? This is what we are getting, right? And we need to multiply this side by 5, as we are having this 5 in the denominator. So, the quadratic equation that I got is SB square minus 45 SB minus 144 is equals to 0. Now, we need to find out the roots. So, here we can bifurcate it in 2 parts as per this 144, that is 48 into 3 is nothing but 144. So, we can write it as SB square minus 48 SB plus 3 SB minus 144 is equals to 0, right? So, the roots that we are getting, or the value of SB that we are getting, or we can say the speed of the boat, is nothing but minus 3 and 48. We know that we can't consider speed in the negative. So, speed of the boat is nothing but 48 kilometers per hour, right? Now, the question is saying that what we need to do, we need to find out the time period. Time period by the boat to cover a distance of 480 kilometers in upstream. So, the time is nothing but 480 kilometers divided by the upstream, that means 48 minus 12. Why I am subtracting 12? Because it is in upstream and here the speed of the stream is given as 12 kilometers per hour. So, here 480 by 36, and here with the help of 12 we can write it as 40, and here we are having 3. So, it is nothing but 13 1 by 3 hours. Option number E is the correct one. Here the correct answer that we got over here is option number E, 40 upon 3, or we can also write it as 13 1 by 3 hours, right? Next. The next question says that Raj is 100% more efficient than Rajiv alone can complete a piece of work in 9 days, and Rajan and Raj together can complete the same work in 2 by 3 days. Find what portion of work will be completed if Rajiv and Ranjan works together for 4 days. Again, it's a very simple one. Here what we have to do, we just simply have to apply the concept of time and work to get the answer. Here what we have to do, we just simply need to apply the concept of time and work over here just to get the value. Look, the question is simply saying that initially we are having 2 persons. The first one is Raj and the second one is Ranjan, right? So the question is saying that Raj is 100% more efficient. So if I am assuming that the efficiency of Ranjan is 100, then the efficiency of Raj is nothing but 200. So I can just simply able to write down the efficiency ratio in between Raj and Ranjan, that is nothing but 2:1, right? So I can say that the combined efficiency that they are having is on the multiple of 3, right? Okay. Rajiv alone can complete a piece of work in 9 days. So here we are having Rajiv. Rajiv can complete some work in 9 days, right? And it is also given that if Ranjan and Raj together are doing, Ranjan plus Raj together are doing some work, then they are taking 2/3 days. That means 2 into 3, that is nothing but 6. 6 plus 2, that is 8. That means they are taking 8/3 days to complete the same work. Now what we have to do after doing that, we know that we want to take the LCM of this one. So the LCM that we are getting over here is 72, right? Now what we have to do, we have to write the efficiency. So here the efficiency of Rajiv with such numbers is 8, and here the efficiency of Ranjan and Raj together is nothing but here 9 into 3, that is nothing but 27. So the total efficiency that we got from these values of Ranjan and Raj is nothing but 27, right? Okay. So, but according to this ratio, the efficiency of Raj and Ranjan are on the multiple of 3, or it is equals to 3. But the question is saying that the actual value is nothing but equals to 27. That means it is present on the multiple of 9, right? It is present on the multiple of 9. एक बार voice check करेंगे क्या? It is present on the multiple of 9, right? So we can calculate the actual efficiency of Raj and Ranjan on the multiple of these ones, right? Into 9. So here the efficiencies that we got over here is 18 and 9. Okay. Now the question is saying that find what portion of work will be completed if Rajiv and Ranjan works for 4 days. So here what we need to do, now we need to consider Rajiv and Ranjan together. Rajiv plus Ranjan. So the efficiency of Rajiv is nothing but 9, and the efficiency of Ranjan is again, that is nothing but 8 and 9. So the total efficiencies that they both are having together is nothing but equal to 17, right? Okay. Now we need to find out how much work they will complete in 4 days. So the amount of work done by them, is nothing but 17 into 4, which is nothing but equals to what? 68, right? They have completed 68 units in 4 days. But we need to find out how much portion they have completed. So the total work done that we are having according to these values, this is nothing but the assumed work, and we are working on the assumed values only. So the portion is nothing but 68/72. When you will cancel out this one, you got to know that this is nothing but equals to 17/18. Option number E is the correct one. Option number E is the correct one, right? Very good, Anonymous, very good, Radhe, and very good evening to everyone, right? So let's move towards the next question and let's see what is the next question. So the next question is saying that ratio of age of Manoj 2 years ago to age of Ashok 2 years hence is 1:2, and Anuj's present age is 25% more than Manoj's present age. If average of present ages of Manoj and Ashok is 39 years, Then find difference between Manoj age 5 years hence and Ashok present age. So what you have to do, first you have to write down the ratios in between the persons. Afterwards you need to apply the concept of average just to get one value, and afterward you can only able to write down the difference. That means you only need to subtract it. Sorry. So how we are going to write this, or how we are going to get the values of this one? Look, the question is saying that we are having two persons initially. The first one is Manoj and Ashok. Right? So for Manoj I am going to use M, and for Ashok I am using SH. Why I am using AS? Because here we are having Anuj as well, and for this one we are using AN. Right? Okay. So the question is saying that the ratio of Manoj 2 years ago, that means M minus 2, this is nothing but the age of Manoj 2 years ago, these are nothing but the present ages of these three persons, to the Ashok 2 years hence, that means Ashok plus 2, that is nothing but that is equals to 1 by 2, which is given in the question. Okay. There is one more data which is given over here is Anuj present age 25% more than that of Manoj. Okay. So if I want to write down the ratio in between the Anuj to the Manoj, so I can say that, let's suppose if the present age of Manoj is 4, according to this the present age of Anuj is nothing but 5, which is nothing but the 25% more than that, right? So instead of this one I am just assuming it as a value. But why I am assuming it as value? Because I want to calculate the present age of Ashok with this one. So I can say that twice of Manoj minus 4 is nothing but the present age of Ashok plus 2, right? So if the present age that we are assuming of Manoj is nothing but 4x, so I will just simply substitute the value of 4x over here. So 2 into 4x minus 4 minus 2 is nothing but the present age of Ashok, right? So here what we got? We got 8x minus 6 is the present age of Ashok, right? In the next line it is also given that the average present age of Manoj and Ashok, okay? So here the question is saying that the average age of Manoj and Ashok is nothing but equals to 39 years. So as we are having both the variables in this, like both the persons in the same variable, so we can write it as 4x plus 8x minus 6 divided by 2 is nothing but equals to 39, right? Here we are getting 12x minus 6 divided by 2, which is nothing but equals to 39. Here we are getting 6 and 3. So 6x is nothing but 39 plus 3. So 6x is nothing but 42, and the value of x that we are getting over here is 7. Once we will get the value of x, or we can say the variable, we can easily able to get the values of individuals. That means Manoj, Anuj and Ashok. So the present age of Manoj is nothing but 28 years, right? But what we have to do, we have to find out the difference between the Manoj 5 years after, that means that is nothing but 28 plus 5, that is nothing but 33 years, right? And the present age of Ashok, and the present age of Ashok can be calculated from this one. So the value that we are getting over here is 56 minus 6, that is nothing but 50. So the present age of Ashok is nothing but 50. This is Manoj and Ashok. So the difference that we got over here is of 17 years. The difference that we need to find out over here, and we got it equals to 17 years. Option number B is the correct one. Option number B is the correct one. Very good, Dharani. Very good, Anonymous. Bharat, I guess you made some calculation mistake somewhere. Apart from that, you can also able to get the same answer as option number B, right? Next. Okay, this one is a very easy one. So the question is saying that in a class, percentage of student who passed the exam is 50% and the number of boys and girls who passed the exam is same. If boys who failed the exam are 150% more than that of girls who failed in the exam, then find the percentage of girls who failed out of the total students. So very, very easy one. Here first just simply assume a number of students according like as per your calculation. Apart from that, just bifurcate them as per the given percentage. After that, just simply write down the ratio of the failed student with the help of this line. Once you will get the ratio, you can easily able to get the answer as well. Okay, let's start calculating it. So in a class here we need to calculate the percentage of girls who failed out of the total students. So I'm just assuming that the total students that I am having in a class is nothing but 100, as I can easily able to calculate the values with the help of 100. So the question is saying that out of these 100, 50% of the student passed and the rest got failed, right? So I can say that 50 student passed and 50 student failed. This is my pass one and this is failed one, right? But the question is saying that when we are talking about the pass student, the ratio of, in this 50 students, the ratio of boys to girls is nothing but 1:1. So if the actual value is actually equal to 50, then we can say that 25 boys passed and 25 girls passed. But if we do talk about this one, so the question is saying that in the failed student, if you want to write down the ratio in between boys to girls, so you can say that if boys who failed the examination are 150% more than of girls. So I'm just assuming that the number of girls who failed in this one is 100, as we can assume any value, as we are only going to write down the ratio. So this is nothing but this is 250, 10 and 10 cancel out. Here the ratio that we got is 5:2, right? That means I can say that according to this ratio, the ratio that we got over here, according to this ratio, the number of students who failed in the class are 7, right? But here the actual value is nothing but 50, right? And we know that 7 into 7 is 49, which is nothing but near to this value. That means this value is present on the multiple of 7.14, right? Okay. If this value is present on the multiple of 7.14, and what we have to do, we have to calculate the percentage of girls who failed. That means I need to find out the value of this one. So the number of girls that we are having is also present on the multiple of 7.14, which is nothing but 14.28. Now I want to find out the value of this one, like what is the percentage of this one. So 14.28 girls failed out of 50, and these girls are nothing but, or the failed students are nothing but 50% of the total. And why we are multiplying again it by 100? Because we need to calculate the percentage. And if you will see, this value and this value is eliminated, this value and this value is eliminated, and ultimately we are getting 14.28% as my answer. 14.28% as my answer. Option number C is the correct one. Very good Anonymous, very good Dharani, right? It's a very easy one. We can easily able to calculate the values, right? Next. The next question is also a very easy one if you will apply the concept of either the average one or the allegations. So the question is saying that average weight of a class is 70 kgs and average weight of boys in the class is 90 kgs. Ratio of boys to girls in the class is 5:4. If there are 81 students in the class, then find the average weight of girls in the class. So one average, the total average of the class is given, the average of boys is given, you need to find out the average of girls. So what value we are getting? Let's start with the ratio. The ratio of boys to girls in the class is 5:4. So, boys to girls. The ratio that we are having over here is 5:4. That means in total I am having 9 students in the class or the multiple of 9. But according to question, the number of students that we are having is 81. That means it is present on the multiple of 9. So the number of boys in the class is nothing but 45 and the number of girls in the class is nothing but 36. Right? This is the actual number that we got. But the question is saying that we need to find out the average weight of the girls. So the average weight of the boys is given, which is nothing but equals to 90 kgs. Right? This is nothing but the average weight. Average weight of girls that we need to find out, and we are just assuming it as either X or you can write it as girls only. And the average weight of the class is nothing but 70. So the values that we are getting over here is nothing but 20 and here that we are getting over here is 70 minus X, right? This is what? This is the ratio of number of students. This is nothing but this is the ratio of number of students. And students, this number is representing the number of boys and this number is representing the number of girls. But here in this ratio or in this allegation, we only got the number of girls equals to 20, but actually it is equals to 36. The actual value of this one is nothing but equals to 36, right? So here I can write 10, here I can write 18, right? Afterwards 5 and here 9. So I can say that it is present on the multiple of 9 by 5. It is present on the multiple of 9 by 5. If this value is present on the multiple of 9 by 5, that means this value is also present on the multiple of 9 by 5. And if this value is also present on the multiple of 9 by 5, after this we should equate this value is equals to 45, right? So here what we are getting 9, here we are getting 5, this 5 and this 5 25. So 70 minus x is nothing but equals to 25. So the value of x that we are getting over here is 45. Option number D is the correct one. So the average weight of the girls that we got in this question is nothing but equals to 45 kgs. It's equals to 45 kgs. Very good Anonymous, very good Dharan, right? Next. The next question says that Ramu covers 6 1/4% distance via bus at 80 kilometers per hour. 25% of the distance via motorcycle at again 80 kilometers per hour, 30% distance via bicycle at 64 kilometers per hour, and the remaining distance via train at 124 kilometers per hour. If total distance covered by Ramu is 1280 kilometers, then find the total time taken by Ramu during the entire journey. We only need to find out the time, and it's a very easy one. First, what we have to do, we just simply have to calculate the distance calculated by them, as it is given that the remaining distance. So first we need to find out the how much distance covered by the train, and afterwards, as we are having distance and the speed, right, so we can easily able to calculate the time. Okay, let's start calculating it. So first we will calculate the distance covered by bus. Distance covered by bus. So initially it is given as 61 by 4%. So it is nothing but 24 by 24 plus 1, that is nothing but 25. So 25 by 4%, that means we need to multiply it by 100, and it is given that the total distance is of nothing but 1280. So from this one, first we will find out the distance covered by bus. So we can say that here this one and this one 320, right? Here we got 4 and this is eliminated, and here we got 80 kilometers. So the distance covered by bus is nothing but equals to 80 kilometers. The next transportation is of motorcycle. So by motorcycle, which is nothing but equals to 25%. So 25 by 100 again equals to 12804, and here we got 320 kilometers, right? Here we got the value equals to 320 kilometers. The next transportation is cycle by bicycle, which is nothing but 30% of the total, that means this one. So this 0 cancel, this 0 is cancel out. 3 into 8, that is nothing but 24. So 2 is carry forward. 6, 7, 8 and 3. 384 kilometers. Now what we need to do, we need to find out the distance travelled by train. By train, which is nothing but the total distance minus the sum of these one. So 80 and 320, that is nothing but 400, 400 and this one, that is 784. We need to eliminate 784. Okay, very good Radhe, very good Anonymous, very good Dharani. Let's see, here the value that we are getting is 496 kilometers. Now as we need to calculate the time, so we can say that the time taken by bus. So the speed is 80 kilometers and 80 kilometers per hour, 1 hour, right? Here the time taken by motorcycle. So the distance is nothing but 320 and the speed is 80. That means 4 hours. Here time taken by cycle, the distance is 384 and the speed is 64, which is nothing but 6 hours. And time taken by train, the distance is 496 kilometers and the speed is 124, which is nothing but equals to again 4 hours, right? And the total time period is nothing but 10 plus 5, 15 hours. Option number C is the correct one. Option number C is the correct one. Next. It's again a very easy one. All we need to do is we need to find out the wrong term. Here we are having some numbers, they are following some certain pattern. First we need to identify that pattern, and with the help of that we need to find out the wrong term in the series. as I am writing these numbers, I got to know that few things. This value is present on the multiple of 2 and this value is present on the multiple of 3, right? I can easily able to identify this. If I want to convert my 4 to 6, I can multiply it by 1.5, right? 4 into 1.5, or you can say that 15 into 4, that is 60. So just to remove one sign, we need to put decimal, so 1.5. So if you want to convert your 12 into 30, you know that 12 into 2, that is nothing but 24, 24 plus 6, which is nothing but the half of this one, that means 2.5, 30. So you got the pattern, 1.5, 2, 2.5, 3. So I need 3.5 over here. If I multiply this number by 3, what I get? I get 270. 270 plus half of it, that is nothing but 45. The number that I got over here is 270 plus 45, which is nothing but 315, not 313. Now if I multiply this number by 4, I got 1260. That means the wrong term over here is option number D. The wrong term over here is your option number D. Here Anonymous and Radhe both answered E, but the correct answer over here is D. Here we are having a very simple pattern, that is of 1.5 into 2 into 2.5 into 3, 3.5 and 4. Simple, right? Very good, Dharani. Next. The next question says that here again we need to find out the wrong term, and the terms that we are having is 34, 18, 10, 6, 4, 3.5 and 2.5. Why I am writing it again? Because as you are writing the numbers, somewhere you got the pattern, right? So the pattern that we are having over here is, if you will see, the difference in between these two terms is nothing but minus 16, right? Difference in these two, minus 8, which is nothing but the half of the first one. The difference over here is minus 4, again the half of this one. The difference minus 2, again the half of this one. I guess you all got the pattern now. Divided by 2, divided by 2, divided by 2. So the number that I want over here, according to the pattern that we are following over here, I need minus 1, because if I divided by 2, I got minus 1. So at the place of 3.5, I want 3. At the place of 3.5, I want 3 over here, right? Now after this, if I divide it by half, right, so I'll got 0.5, which is nothing but satisfying the rest case. So the wrong term over here is again your option number D, 3.5, right? 3.5. Hello Vivek. Okay, next one. The next question says that again we need to find out the wrong term, and the numbers that we are having is 3, 5, 13, 3, 5, 13, 43, 172, 891 and 5353. Okay, this one is also an easy one. So here what we need to do, again we need to find out the odd term, or we can say the wrong term. If I want to convert my 3 into 5, what I can do, I can add either 2 or multiply it by 1 and add 2. But as I am saying that if I want to convert this, initially what I thought, if I add plus 2 in it, I'll convert it into 5. But the difference in between these two is quite greater than the previous one, right? Again the difference over here is nothing but quite greater than this one. That means we are not going to follow this concept. We need to change our approach. But here what I got to know, if I multiply my number by 1, I'll get 3, and after that if I add 2 in it, I'll get 5, right? Okay. Now I increase my multiplication by 1. If I multiply this number by 2, I got 10, and I increase this number as well, and if I add 3 in it, I'll get 10. Sorry, 10 plus 3, that is 30. The same approach with this one. Into 3, 39. 39 plus 4, 43. I guess you all know the pattern. Very good, Anonymous. Very good, Dharani. Very good, very good. Yes, the pattern is very clear. And here now the number is nothing but into 4 plus 5. So if I multiply my 3 by 4, I'll get 12, right? 2. 2 plus 5, which is nothing but 7. So at the unit place, I want 7, not 2. That means this is my wrong term. That is my wrong term. Now I'll check the same thing with this one. As I am having 5 at the unit place, now the next number is 5 multiplied by 5 plus 6. So here 5, 35, 5. Now I need to add plus 6, which is nothing but 11 and 1. I am only writing the unit place value, not the other ones. Do we have 1? Yes. That means the next term, here we got 177, and if I multiply 177 by 5, if I add 6 in it, I'll get 891. That means the wrong term over here is your option number E. The wrong term over here is your option number E, right? Next, these ones are a very easy one. Everyone can answer it. Here we are having statements, and here we are having our conclusion. We just simply need to check which conclusion is true or which option is correct over here. Sorry. It's a very easy one. Okay, let's see. Here the first conclusion is saying that G is less than or equal to E. Here we are having E, here we are having G. The common element is C, right? So we can write it as E is greater than or equal to D, D is equals to C, C is greater than or equal to F, and F is equals to G. So from this one, can we say that E is greater than or equal to G? Yes, here this one is satisfying this particular conclusion. So we can consider this one, or we can say this conclusion is true. If this conclusion is true, option number B is eliminated, option number D is eliminated, and option number C is also eliminated as the entities are different. Now, the next one is A and H. Here we are having A and here we are having H. Again, the common element that we are having over here is C. But as you start going over, you got to know that you are having opposite pair over here only, right? So we are not able to define any relation as we are having the opposite pair. So this one is eliminated. If this one is eliminated, this option is also eliminated, and the correct answer over here is your option number A. The correct answer over here is your option number A, right? Clear? Very good, Anonymous. Next one. Again, we are having two statements, and according to that, what we have to do, we just simply need to check whether these two conclusions are true or not. So let me know what answer you people are getting. In the first conclusions, we need to check V is greater than S. Here we are having V and here we are having S. The common element is T, right? Okay, so T is greater than or equal to U, U is equals to V, and here T is greater than S, right? What we got? We got opposite pair. That means we are not able to define anything. We can't say anything related to this. If we are having such condition as the entities are different as well, option number A, C and E, These three options are eliminated. The next one is B and H. Here we are having H and here we are having B. Again the common element that we are having is T only, right? Okay, so T, H is greater than and equal to T and T is greater than and equal to U, U is equal to V, V is greater than B. So can we say that H is greater than and equal to no? Here we are having this symbol and just because of this symbol we can only say that H is greater than B. But we are not sure about equal to, so this one is a false one. So if we are having such condition, we can say that here option number D is the correct one. Here option number D is the correct one. Very good Dharani, very good Anonymous, right? Next. Now again next the same question. Here we are having three statements this time and we need to check two conclusions whether they are true or not. So the first conclusion says that G is greater than Y. Here we are having G and here we are having Y and the common element is T, right? So we can write it as G is greater than and equal to T and T is less than Y. What we are having? Opposite symbol. That means we can't say. If we are having such condition, option number A, C and D are eliminated. Why eliminated? Why I eliminated option number C? Because the entities are different, right? Next, A and Q. Here we are having A, here we are having Q. The common element is again T, right? A is less than and equal to R, R is less than T, T is less than Q. So from this one, can we say anything regarding this one? No, all we can say that A is less than Q, but we are not sure about this one. So we are not going to consider this. That means this is also considered as false. Option number D is the correct one. Option number D is the correct one, right? Happy Holi to everyone. Okay. So with this one, we are done with the questions that we are having for the today's session. But before ending the session, there's one important thing that we have to tell you. So basically, the ACE is offering the pre-recorded course for RRB NTPC. So if you are preparing for RRB NTPC or if you know someone who is preparing for them, for this particular exam, then you can refer this course to them, where you can, like, if they can use the course NTPC 25, they will get the 25% discount. And if you are and if you know someone who are preparing for RRB JEE CBT 1, CBT 2, SSC CGL and SSC JEE paper 1, paper 2, then these people can use this course ACE 20 just to get 20% discount, right? So with this one, let's end this video over here only. We'll meet in the next class. Till then, keep smiling, stay safe, bye-bye, and thank you so much for watching this video.